I'm 178 centimeters tall and I weigh 71 kilos.
I've gained 60 pounds, hence the title of this video, 60 Pounds to Glory. For the record, I am also following all the same type of disclaimers that More Plates, More Dates follows. What we're gonna do today is do a little deep dive on how I and Bryson DeChambeau had some serious parallel thinking and both realized we had to put on tremendous amounts of weight to become better and longer drivers of the golf ball. I went as a hand model in Thailand from 155 pounds to 215 pounds. If you're a hand model there, you've got to have skinny fingers and be able to play the role of either male or female or any other type of gender hands. Bryson went from 190 to 240. So if you do the math, Bryson gained 50 pounds, I've gained 60 pounds. Let's listen to what his coach, Greg Roscoff, says about Bryson and then try to glean as much information as we can get to make our own games better.
A year and a half ago, Bryson came to me and he said, I want to be the longest driver on the tour.
Just like I want to be the longest driver in the Las Vegas area.
I've been working with Bryson for the past 3 years.
I don't have 3 years to get this done. I need to get this done in maybe 4 to 6 months.
I can personally guarantee that as his trainer, biomechanist, there's no way that he's taking steroids.
I can't personally guarantee that he's not taking steroids. I don't know. No one really knows. Only probably Bryson and his inner posse knows. But if he is taking steroids and he has any left over, he can send them to me.
I've been working in pro sports for the last 30 years. In the performance field, the type of strength changes and weight gain that you see that Bryson's made are uncharacteristic in any sport.
But as you can see by the opening, if you take in a lot of protein shakes at the same time and really push yourself, you can get it done.
This program has been what's allowed Bryson to make the strength gains and the weight increases that he's made and be able to optimize his performance to the level that he's at.
I want to know more about this strength program because while I've gained 60 pounds, it isn't enough. I want more.
You may have heard Bryson on interviews. He actually spoke out ahead of time and said, I'm going to get strong, I'm going to become massive, and I'm going to hit the ball farther than anyone's hit the ball on tour. The program that I developed, called Muscle Activation Techniques, is a biomechanically based process designed to improve performance and reduce the risk of injury. We can increase your strength by tying in the weight training component to the muscle activation aspect that we've already accounted for, but it was his choice to increase the mass.
I came to the same conclusion as Bryson a few years ago and realized that while being a hand model in Thailand is great, I had bigger dreams and they involved crushing a golf ball.
I've heard him say publicly that he wants to get up to 270. Force is mass times acceleration. So the more mass that he can have, the farther he's going to hit the ball. And as long as he doesn't sacrifice flexibility or range of motion through his strength training program, the combination of the strength, the mass, and the acceleration that he had already created was going to make him the longest driver on the tour.
That also applies to me. The more mass I can have, the farther I can hit a golf ball.
We saw the significant change in the session where we increased Bryson's strength from 90 pounds for 5 repetitions to 165 pounds for 5 repetitions in the movement of spinal rotation. That's when Bryson saw a dramatic change in club head speed. He went from 117 miles an hour to 123 miles an hour.
If you're interested in learning what my base club head speed is, and maybe interested in picking up about 10 miles per hour club head speed in 1 hour, then watch the video here. You're welcome.
So in Bryson's workout, it's kind of different to most people that work out because Bryson doesn't do squats.
We'll do a few squats today.
Sure looked like Bryson was doing squats.
When you look at his program, it's not the conventional program that you would think that would make somebody strong. I always look at the factor that we are only as strong as our weakest link. We have to account for every movement and every muscle in his body. The process that I'm on with Bryson, it's what I call a neuromuscular overhaul.
Yes, he just said neuromuscular overhaul. And once I hear the phrase neuromuscular overhaul, I think it's about to get overly technical. So what I'm going to do for you is just display the exercises that Bryson focused on, and then I will do these exercises or non-machine equivalents, because if I don't have a machine, I can't do it that way. And then we will check back in periodically to see about my gains and also my increased club head speed. Sound like a good deal? Sounds like a good deal to me. And just like you, I also think it's time for a woke version of the movie 300, starring an Asian man with a beard. Just something to think about.